Hi folks, welcome back to another man cave video tabletop review for you. So I thought we'd check out this headlamp here. This is from a company called Hokolight, and they actually reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in checking out their light. And so first looking at it, I was like, yeah, this actually looks pretty interesting. I don't have any of these type of headlights. Now what this is, they call it the COB headlamp, and COB stands for chip on board. And what that means is, obviously you can see right here on the front, you see it has multiple LEDs. So you have a whole row of LEDs, whereas most of your headlamps nowadays just have a single LED like this here on the side. So this is a pretty unique headlamp, and I'm starting to see some of these come out, and so this is the first one I've gotten, so it's actually pretty neat. So let's kind of take a quick look at it here. So it's rechargeable, which is nice. So in the box they do give you your little charging cable. It's USB-C rechargeable, so it charges fairly quick. And just kind of talking about it here, the headband here is a rubberized type material, so it's very comfortable. And then you flip it around to where it's, wear it on your head, and it has this I don't even know what you want to call it here, this not really padding, but it's kind of interesting little strip there. It kind of grips onto your head, and or your hat, whatever the case may be. It is adjustable, so you have a nice little adjustable band on the back here, which is really nice. And then on the side here, the only side feature of it is right here on the side. This is your on-off switch, your mode adjustable switch, and and your charging port is all right here. So this thing weighs in at 2.6 ounces or 73 grams, which is just so lightweight. And when you fold it up, you can kind of fold it up, put it in your pocket. You can just, it takes up really hardly any space in your pocket or anything like that. So we'll take a look at it outside here in a second, but let me just turn it on here and I'll show you how to work it here. So obviously your on-off switch is right here. You turned it on, your little red light lights up, and then there's your light. It's 1200 lumens on high, and that'll last about 2 to 3 hours. You can push your button again while it's on, and it goes down to 600 lumens. So you have a high and then you have a low of 600 lumens, and it'll last about 4 to 5 hours. And then you push your button again, it's going to turn it off. So if you turn it back on and you push it 3 times, so you go high, low, and then you push it a 3rd time, your LED right here will turn on. And it again is a single LED, and that's 1200 lumens on high, and that'll run about 4 to 5 hours. And then on low, it'll run about 8 to 10 hours, and that's on at 600 lumens. Another cool feature about this is if you don't want to turn it on and off, let's say you're out, and like me, it has a wave sensor on it. So you're out a lot of times and you turn your headlamp on, but you just get tired of coming up here and just turning on and off the button. Say you can't remember where the button is or anything like that. So once you turn it on, you push this other little button right here to the side, and you can tell your little switch or your light changes here. So, and then all you do is you just move your hand over the light, and it turns off. Move it over it again, turns on. So it's a wave feature, and the only other light company that I've seen has a wave feature like that is Olight. Olight had a wave feature on some of their headlamps, and I don't know if they still offer that feature or not, but that's a really nice feature, especially when you're out at night. You just wave your hand across it, turns on, turns off. Very cool. The charging port is right here on the back. You can just open it up. Again, USB-C rechargeable. This is the only thing I don't like about this lamp right now. It's this little charging port. It doesn't really seat very good on here, and I think in a light rain or something like that, even though the flap is down, which is good, water and stuff could run this way off of it, I still think that if you're wearing this in the rain, you might have a stand a chance on getting water into your little flap right there. So I think they need to fix that, maybe do a different design about that, or maybe get it to where it just nice and like seats down in there and covers that charging hole up very snugly. So let's go outside, take a look at it, and then we'll come back in. And I'll give you some final thoughts. All right, so here is high mode on the COB. Really doesn't, again, the camera really can't do it justice. It really puts out a good flood. High, There's low. There's my dog running around. There's high on the LED, the single LED. There's low on the single LED. I said the camera doesn't really do it justice, but it puts out a decent amount of light and good flood pattern, good wide area. So yeah, let's go back in for some final thoughts. All right, welcome back. So let's take some final thoughts about this thing. As you can tell out there, the camera doesn't do it justice. I mean, this thing has a 210-degree wide beam. I mean, it is just so wide. It lights up a very good amount, and it's not a spot. It's a very flood. Like I said out there, it's just a flood beam of light. And when you're walking down a trail or setting at your camp, stuff like that, it is great because most of these single LED lights are like a spot beam. So you don't get that broad light like with this. You get that broad light. So again, I've liked it so far. Only time will tell how it does over time. I'm going to continue to use it. I've already used it a couple times on a camp out recently. As you've seen in that camp out video, I mentioned about this light, and yeah, I mean, it's been working so far. I've used it, several other times just walking around at night when I'm out with my dog, outside, walking around and using it. So yeah, been liking it so far, and it's not that expensive. I'll leave a link down below where you can pick one up. They're $20, $25 or so. I don't remember how much they are. They're not that expensive. So for what you get, I think you're getting a fairly decent product, at least for, so far. So yeah, thanks for watching, folks. Get outside, get outdoors. Always remember PPE, plan, prepare, and exercise, and always make sure you have the necessary skills to survive. And getting some proper headlamps and stuff out there. You never know when you might need them. So thanks again for watching, folks. I'll see you in another video really soon.